Hello everybody, Wicked Digger here. Every once in a while I do a video that's different than detecting or even mining that I do once in a while. Done a review on a lawn sweeper that I have a while back, review on a couple of rock tumblers, and today I'm going to be showing you how to replace the timer module on a dryer. So I have an Amana model dryer. The shaft broke on the timer knob. The knob is okay, but the shaft on the timer module broke. So we're going to take this thing apart and show you how to replace it. So it's a little dark down here, but so I have my light on my phone. I mean, it's not that bad, but it's going to help us see a little better here. So you can see I had an Allen wrench jammed inside of this module to be able to use the dryer in the meantime, but what happened was the knob broke off, or rather not the knob, but this little portion here, this plastic shaft broke. There's a little metal pin in the middle of it, but it's just not strong enough. I mean, over time, you know, we've had this for a little while now, and it's a very good dryer, so I can't really complain. The part was about $112 or so roughly, or maybe a little less. I think it was $94 or something. Anyhow, right around $100 for the part. All you really need is a number 2 Phillips head screwdriver and a 1/4 inch socket with a ratchet or a wrench. And what you have to do is take apart all of these 1/4 inch head bolts in the back and take this back panel off. So I'm going to do that really quick, and we'll show you what's inside. Alright, so once you have that back plate off, which you can see I was holding on to it the whole time, I still kind of dropped it, but this is what we're going to be replacing here. Always, first and foremost, before you really start doing this, make sure that you unplug the dryer. You don't want to be touching this stuff with it connected, that's for sure. So when you look in here, there's little tabs up here, so that's basically how this whole setup is held on here, this whole timer. So you have these 2 plugs on the bottom that come out, and then this one here, which these 2 are actually pretty stiff because of the way the pins are. They're kind of at a little bit of an angle, and that is to hold pressure so that while this thing's, you know, rolling around with a heavy load of clothes, those don't rattle loose. So they're pretty stiff to come off. And then we'll take off those tabs up top. We got to kind of pinch them a little bit and slide the timer module out, and yeah, we'll do that. Alright, so I already pulled the pins a little bit just to make it a little easier, pulled the plugs rather. So just pull that one off, pull this one off, and there also is underneath there, you can see there's another green wire. This is a main ground wire here, so you have to get that off of there too. Simply pull that down, and then this plug here has in the very middle here a little plastic detent. It's actually very stiff. I'm going to try to do this here, but it's not going to be the easiest one-handed. I'm holding the camera, of course, but trying to push it in and give slight pressure back, but it's not really working too good. Hold on one second. Alright, just wanted to move the camera, try to set it up in a way that maybe you can see it. So, I'm going to apply pressure on that little tab, push in. Be very careful you don't slip with the screwdriver and stab yourself, but being real tough. Let me try something else. That doesn't work. And very slightly here, put a screwdriver into the back side. I'll try to work that out. As long as you don't ruin this part, you're fine. This part you're replacing, so it doesn't matter. So that's that. Actually, I'm going to use this screwdriver to try to help with pushing these little tabs in as I pull the module out. So there it is. So now you have just an empty back. Here's the old part. Get the new one and pop that in. Alright, so this should all be a little easier going back together. The only thing that I already did was connect this ground wire first to the body of the panel. If you don't do that first, then it could be a little difficult to get that connected once it's hooked up. So basically you just have to get these slots into these pins, and that will hold it. Just push firmly in each one until you hear that audible click, and then connect the rest of your stuff here. You heard that click as well. And these two plugs, so they're a little stiff. They're not going to click like the other ones, but you will feel that it's pretty firm. You want to make sure they're connected well, and that's it. Just got to put the back panel back on here. I'm going to take the knob. You can see it has a flat edge to it. You want to match it up with that flat edge, of course. Push the knob on, and you're in business. So put the back panel on, and then we'll make sure it's working. Just have all those hand tight. You're going to want to, you know, tighten down on them with a ratchet or wrench just to make sure that they're snug, but don't over tighten them, don't over torque them. You could strip out the nut and then the whole panel will come loose. So really doing this by hand is pretty much just about as tight as it needs to be, besides just being tweaked a little bit. I'm going to push it back against the wall here and turn it on. All right. Sorry about that. Alright, so we're back up against the wall here. You can see the knob isn't off. Just going to kind of move it around. Make sure I hear those clicks when it's in between. Make sure it feels okay. And it does to me, so I'm going to put it on high heat here. Push start. Of course, remember to plug it back in, otherwise it's not going to work. And that's it. Repaired. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Please like and subscribe. Thank you.